Uh, Hello everyone. So we study the next part which is comes under types of vulnerability. So in last lecture we study different vulnerabilities just like a cross-site scripting, then a cross-site request forgery, then SQL injection, input parameter manipulation, and broken authentication. Okay, so in this lecture we study the next types of vulnerabilities. In that, the another one is sensitive information disclosure. Okay, so what is the particular vulnerability which is sensitive information disclosure? In this case, attackers gain access to the data and utilize same information for nefarious purpose. That means you hacker can hack the data and use that data for a misuse. Okay, so if web application don't protect sensitive data such as a credit card details, personal information, and password, so any confidential documents, so if user can't or the web application can't secure that data or don't provide the security, then that data is easily hacked by the hacker or the unauthorized user, and that hacker or the attacker can gain access to that data and use that data and information for a misuse purpose or इंटेन्शनल पर्पज. म्हणजे इंटेन्शनल पर्पजने किंवा मिसयूज करण्याच्या पर्पजने तो डेटा काय करू शकतात, यूज करू शकतात. सो दिस आर कम्स अंडर सेन्सिटिव्ह इन्फॉर्मेशन disclosure. Suppose there is any of the vulnerability on the website, so by using that website, vulnerability, an attacker can attack the data. Okay, so one popular method for stealing sensitive information is using man in the middle attack. So man in the middle attack is the one of the widely used attacks, because man in the middle means when the data is sent from one to another user or one website to another application. मग ह्याच्यामध्ये कुठूनही सेंड केला असू दे, म्हणजे वन युजर टू युजर असेल किंवा वेबसाईट टू वेबसाईट असेल, सो अनदर इन्फॉर्मेशन विच इज सेंड ओव्हर द नेटवर्क, सो दॅट डेटा और और एन इन्फॉर्मेशन इज हॅक्ड बिटवीन द नेटवर्क. ओके, म्हणजे सेंडरने सेंड केल्यानंतर आणि रिसिव्हरला रिसीव्ह होण्या अगोदर तो डेटा काय केला जातो, हॅक केला जातो. दॅट आर मॅन इन द मिडल अटॅक. अँड बाय युझिंग दिस अटॅक सेन्सिटिव्ह इन्फॉर्मेशन डिस्क्लोजर इज डन. ओके, याच्यामध्ये हे सेन्सिटिव्ह इन्फॉर्मेशन डिस्क्लोजर या टाईपचा अटॅक करून काय केली जाऊ शकते, हॅक केली जाऊ शकते किंवा अटॅक केली जाऊ शकते. ओके, सो देर इज अ नीड in a web application to take care that to provide a security, and they are not unnecessarily storing any sensitive data, and caching means temporarily storing data for reuse. ओके, आता ह्याच्यामध्ये डेव्हलपर्सना गरज आहे की त्याच्यामध्ये जे काही वेब ऍप्लिकेशन डेव्हलप करतील दे कॅन स्टोअर दी डेटा सेक्युअरली, और developers should take care to ensure that they are not unnecessarily storing any सेन्सिटिव्ह डेटा. म्हणजे अननेसेसरीली ते सेन्सिटिव्ह किंवा कॉन्फिडेन्शियल डेटा स्टोअर करत नाहीत ना, तर याची त्याच्यामध्ये काळजी घेतली पाहिजे की याच्यामध्ये जर गरज नसेल तर त्याच्यामध्ये सेन्सिटिव्ह इन्फॉर्मेशन, दॅट मीन्स कॉन्फिडेन्शियल इन्फॉर्मेशन स्टोअर करायची नाही. ओके, सो इफ देर इज maximum use of that sensitive information, and only after that store the sensitive information, otherwise don't store any sensitive information on a web application. ओके, म्हणजे जर गरज असेल तरच कॉन्फिडेन्शियल इन्फॉर्मेशन स्टोअर करायची, अदरवाइज करायची नाही. ओके, सो रिलेटेड टू युअर sensitive information disclosure means you can store the information, sensitive information using security. Then the another one is XML external entities, external markup language, okay, that are used for developing. Then XML external entities is an attack against a web application that passes XML input. This input can reference an external entity which attempting to exploit vulnerability in the parser. Okay, so when the XML inputs are hacked by the hacker, then the input given to the particular field that are going to hack, then an external entity is referred to a storage unit such as hard drive, and XML is a markup language intended to be both human readable and machine readable. Because of its complexity and security vulnerabilities, it is now being phased out of use in many web applications. So in years ago, XML is used for developing a website. Okay, website मध्ये आता use होता था XML, and by using that the data is given as an input, and in hacking purpose these XML external entities are used. That means the vulnerabilities are finding out from this XML external entities, and that vulnerabilities are used for hacking purpose. Then the next one is broken access control. Access control means a system that controls access to information or functionality. Do you know mean by access? Access is the phase where access control gives the access to the information and security, information and functionality to the users. Okay, so if any of the authorized user can access any of the system, then it is the full privileges to use that system or information. That means give the access. But any of the unauthorized users can access the computer system or any of the device, then that user has not access to the computer system, as well as that user don't have any permission to access that particular system or information from the system. Okay, so it allows attackers to bypass authorization and perform tasks as though they were privileged users, such as administrator. Okay, so for example, a web application could allow a user to change which account they are logging as simply by changing part of URL without any other verification details. Okay, so many of the websites are also available where access control is needed. That means the websites can ask for your email ID and password. That means just register your account in the particular website, and after that you can use this website. Okay, because of security purpose. So anyone can use the website or anyone can access this computer system, and when that access is given to anyone, then there is a chance to hack the particular data from the website or a computer system by the attackers. Okay, so there is a need to give an access control to the user to use any of the computer system or any of the websites. So that's why in many websites there is a need to create your own account, and from that account there is you are the authorized person, or you have the access to access this website or a computer system. Okay, so broken access control means ह्या access आहे तर तो हा access broken म्हणजे क्रॅक करून तुम्ही त्याच्यामध्ये जर ऍक्सेस केलं, दॅट आर कम्स अंडर ब्रोकन ऍक्सेस कंट्रोल. सपोज यू हॅव एन अकाउंट इन एनी ऑफ द पर्टिक्युलर वेबसाइट. ओके, and your account ID and password is known to the another user. Okay, so because your ID is simple and password is simple, so the hacker can easily guess your ID and password, or an attacker can easily guess your ID and password, and by using that ID password, that unauthorized user or an attacker can enter into a web application or any computer system. Okay, so this is the broken access control. Then another one is security misconfiguration. So security misconfiguration is most common vulnerability on the list. Okay, so because of security your data is safe or your data is going to hack. Okay, so when security is high, then security of the data is high, and where your security of any of the application or your computer system is low, then there is a chance to hack the data or information in the system or web application is लो. म्हणजे सिक्युरिटी कमी असेल तर तुमचा डेटा हॅक होण्याचे चान्सेस जास्ती असतात. लक्षात आलं. आणि जर सिक्युरिटी जास्ती असेल तर त्याच्यामध्ये डेटा हॅक होण्याचे चान्सेस कमी असतात. रिव्हर्स आहे, सिक्युरिटी जास्त तर त्याच्यामध्ये डेटा हॅक होण्याचे चान्सेस कमी. So security misconfiguration is most common vulnerability on the list, and it is often the result of using default configuration or displaying excessively unhandled exception. So the next one is using components with known vulnerabilities. Okay, so using components with known vulnerabilities means what? This issue is that modern software is made up of dozens, if not hundreds, of third-party components. And even if the code we write is secure, the other components we are using may not be. Okay, so many web developers use different components such as libraries and frameworks in their web application. And these components are pieces of software that help developers avoid unnecessary work and provide needed functionality. Okay, so एखादी वेबसाईट डेव्हलप केली जाते तेव्हा वेब डेव्हलपर काय करत असतो तर डिफरंट कंपोनंट्स यूज करत असतो सच एज डिफरंट लायब्ररीज अँड फ्रेमवर्क्स. ओके, म्हणजे सपोज एखादी वेबसाईट डेव्हलप करायची असेल तर त्याच्यासाठी डिफरंट टूल्स यूज केले जातात कारण तुम्ही तर डिरेक्टली तर काही करू शकणार नाही. मग एखादं डिझायनिंग करायचं असेल किंवा एक प्रॉपरली तुम्हाला शो करायचं असेल तर तुम्ही त्याच्यामध्ये साइड बाय साइड जे काही लायब्ररीज असतील, फ्रेमवर्क्स असतील, टूल्स असतील तर ते यूज केले जातात. दॅट आर कॉल्ड ॲज कंपोनंट्स. ओके, देन these components are pieces of software. ओके, ते सॉफ्टवेअर असू शकतं किंवा एखादं टूल असू शकतं and that help developers avoid unnecessary work and provide needed functionality. म्हणजे आपलं जे काही डेव्हलपिंग वर्क आहे तर ते मिनिमाइज करण्यासाठी किंवा फंक्शनॅलिटी एक्स्ट्रा यूज करण्यासाठी आपण हे कंपोनंट्स काय करत असतो, यूज करत असतो किंवा वेब डेव्हलपर्स यूज करत असतात. ओके, अँड दॅट कंपोनंट्स आर नोन वल्नरॅबिलिटीज फॉर दी अटॅकर. ओके, म्हणजे जर कंपोनंट्स यूज करत असतील तर त्या कंपोनंट्स मधून सुद्धा काय होऊ शकतं, अशा वल्नरॅबिलिटीज अटॅकरना मिळू शकतात की त्या वल्नरॅबिलिटीज यूज करून डेटा हॅक होऊ शकतो. ओके, सो दॅट्स वाय these particular components are also the known vulnerabilities to an attacker. म्हणजे या सुद्धा एक अटॅकरला वल्नरॅबिलिटीज होऊ शकतात की ज्या वल्नरॅबिलिटीज यूज करून ते डेटा अटॅक करू शकतात. सो the next one is insufficient logging and monitoring. So what is insufficient logging and monitoring? That means utilization of insufficient logging and monitoring is the problem of nearly every major incident. The attacker rely on the lack of monitoring and timely response to achieve their goals without being detected. So insufficient logging and monitoring occurs anytime, like auditable events such as login to the website, failed logins, and high value transactions are not logged. Then warnings and errors generate no or unclear log messages. Then logs are only stored locally. Appropriate alerting thresholds and response processes are not in place or effective. Okay, so insufficient logging and monitoring means what? Suppose you want to try a login into the computer system or any of the website. Okay, so when that logging is going to fail, okay, that is insufficient logging and monitoring occurs just like when such as login to a website, then failed logins and high value transactions are not logged. सो जेव्हा एखादं ट्रान्झॅक्शन लॉग इन होत नाही किंवा त्याच्यामध्ये एखाद्या वेबसाईटवरती लॉग इन होत नाही तर त्याच्यामध्ये सुद्धा हे वल्नरॅबिलिटीज फाइंड आउट करत असतात जे अटॅकर असतात ते. सपोज यू वॉन्ट टू ओपन एनी ऑफ द वेबसाईट, warning and errors generate no log messages, then logs are only stored locally, so that all the parts are comes under insufficient logging and monitoring. Okay, then the last one is OWASP mobile top 10. That means that are related to the mobile phones. So and it related to the mobile platforms. So first of all, see what are the types of vulnerabilities are here. So in types of vulnerabilities, first one is cross-site scripting completed, then cross-site request forgery, then third one is SQL injection, fourth one is input parameter manipulation, fifth one is broken authentication, sixth one is sensitive information closure, then seventh one is XML external entities, then eighth one is broken access control, ninth one is security misconfiguration, 10th one is using components with known vulnerabilities, and 11th one is insufficient logging and monitoring. Then the next point which is OWASP mobile top 10. So there are best practices for OWASP mobile phone or mobile top 10, which is improper platform usage, then insecure data storage, then insecure communication, then insecure authentication, insufficient cryptography, then insecure authorization, client code quality, code tampering, reverse engineering, and extraneous functionality. So a mobile platform provides different types of features and that developers can access, but improper use of these features can leave your app exposed to attacks. So there are different types of applications or apps are available over the mobile phones or a mobile platform. Okay, so the number of features or many of the features are used by the developer to develop an application or any of the app. ओके, म्हणजे याच्यामध्ये कोणतंही एखादं ऍप्लिकेशन असेल किंवा ऍप असेल तर ते डेव्हलप करण्यासाठी मोबाईल प्लॅटफॉर्मवरती डिफरंट फीचर्स यूज केले जातात. ओके, मग त्याच्यामध्ये कोणतंही एखादं टूल असू दे किंवा एखादी लँग्वेज असू दे, तर पण जर त्याच्यामध्ये इम्प्रॉपर यूज केलेला असेल पर्टिक्युलर फीचर्सचा, दॅट इम्प्रॉपर यूज ऑफ दिस फीचर्स कॅन एक्सपोज दॅट पर्टिक्युलर ऍप्लिकेशन टू अन अटॅक. म्हणजे ते अटॅक होऊ शकतं बिकॉज ऑफ इम्प्रॉपर यूज ऑफ दी फीचर्स. So what are the particular features of that are give a chance to attacker to attack an data. ओके, मग ते अटॅकरला कोणत्या वेने चान्स देऊ शकतात, तर त्याच्यामध्ये हे काय काय आहे तर बघा, इम्प्रॉपर प्लॅटफॉर्म युजेस, दॅट मीन्स platform is not uses carefully. Then another one is insecure data storage, that means the data is not stored securely. Okay, म्हणजे securely data store केलेला नाहीये. Then next one is insecure communication, when any of the person want to communicate with another person by using this particular app. Okay, then that data or that the communication is going to hack. ओके, म्हणजे याच्यामध्ये जो मॅन इन द मिडल अटॅक आहे, तर त्या टाईपने सेंडर अँड रिसिव्हर मधील जे काही कम्युनिकेशन असेल तर त्या कम्युनिकेशन इनसिक्युअर होऊ शकतं. देन इनसिक्युअर ऑथेंटिकेशन, दॅट मीन्स ऑथेंटिकेशन इज नॉट प्रोव्हाइडेड केअरफुली और सेक्युअरली, then there is a chance to attack. Then insufficient cryptography. Cryptography, all of you know about cryptography. That is insufficient cryptography which is provided in this particular mobile platform. Then client code quality, code tampering, then reverse engineering and extraneous functionalities. So all of these functionalities are carefully implement on the mobile platforms, then there is no chance to hack the data or attack the data. But if that functionalities are not properly used on the mobile platform, then there is a chance to attack and this particular information or particular app. So these are the 10 features that are applied on the mobile platform, but there is a chance to attack these features. Okay, त्याच्यामध्ये कोणाला काही प्रॉब्लेम आहे? I'm going to take the practical number 1. Which is very simple practical. Okay, so that's why I'm taking, it's only 5 minutes practical. Practical number 1, use Google and who is for use Google and who is for reconnaissance. Okay, so this is the aim of, this is an aim of practical first, use of Google and who is for reconnaissance. So first of all, see what is mean by reconnaissance. Reconnaissance means collecting information of any of the website application over the internet. So by using this reconnaissance is one of the step in a hacking process. Okay, so this reconnaissance process you are going to study in the types of hacking and the steps of hacking. Okay, so in this, just remember that reconnaissance means we are going to collect the information about any of the web application. So that web application information is needed फॉर द हॅकिंग पर्पज. म्हणजे याच्यामध्ये जर एखादी वेबसाईट हॅक करायची असेल तर त्याच्यामध्ये जो हॅकर असेल मग तो इथिकल हॅकर असेल किंवा अनइथिकल हॅकर असेल. सो देर इज अ नीड टू कलेक्ट द इन्फॉर्मेशन रिलेटेड टू दी वेबसाईट. ओके, म्हणजे जी वेबसाईट हॅक करायची आहे किंवा त्याच्यामध्ये ऑथराइज्ड हॅकिंग करून बघायचं आहे तर त्याच्यासाठी त्या पर्टिक्युलर वेबसाईटची इन्फॉर्मेशन कलेक्ट करणं गरजेचं असतं. सो फॉर दॅट युझिंग गुगल अँड हू इज this information is going to collect. Okay, so for that practical you just need Google, that means internet connection, then go to the Google and type who is. Just over the internet type who is, or the another is also available, or you want to use software for the who is, then you just download the software for who is and just install it. Okay, see here I'm typing gmail.com. Here I'm mentioning the particular name of a website or a domain. Then all the information related to this is coming here. ओके, मग याच्यामध्ये त्याचं डोमेन नेम काय आहे, त्याच्यानंतर रेजिस्ट्री डोमेन आयडी काय आहे, register URL what is this, then what are the updated date, then what are the creation date, then registry expiry date, then registrar. Okay, so all these information related to the website is coming here. Okay, then the another one is see here all this information who is search results. So all the information that is called as reconnaissance. Reconnaissance means the information related to the website is given or collected the information related to the domain. Okay, तर याच्यामध्ये ही सगळी इन्फॉर्मेशन याच्यामध्ये कलेक्ट करायचे. दिस इज ओनली दी सिंपल प्रॅक्टिकल नंबर 1, that is use Google and who is for reconnaissance. Suppose you want to use directly over the internet, just go to the Google and type who is, and after that it displays the particular website, and in that this is godaddy.com, but there is another domain is also available. So that domain is see here, this is who.is. Okay, so you can use who.is also, where see I'm typing again. See here, you can use this who.is. Okay, so the another one I am using which is related to GoDaddy, but you can use this who.is. Then in that particular website it gives the information related to amazon.com, that is who is. Okay, who is this information, that is registrar information is given here, then important dates are given here, then name servers that are used by this particular domain which is given here, then similar domains, then registrar data, then name, that is hostmaster Amazon legal department, who is the organization, that is Amazon Technologies. Okay, these are the address, administrative contact information, all these information related to the website is given here. Then DNS records, then diagnostics, all this information is given here. So there is a need to collect information which is called as reconnaissance. So just mention here name of a website and all the information is coming here. This is simple practical Google and who is for reconnaissance. समजलेलं आहे सर्वांना? सिंपल एकदम बेसिक आहे, प्रॅक्टिकल नंबर 1. Okay. Mention your roll number in a chat box because your present is going to upload on a group from today. So just mention your roll number.